Hey y'all, let's see if I can straighten it out. Hey, there we go. So I am participating in the scare tag for Halloween that's going around. I was actually tagged by the awesome Amazon Tammy, whom I will link below also. And the tag was started by Corey from Colorfully Optimistic and Emma from Emma Colors 2020. I'll link them below too. Um, so I had to pick something to be coloring, and I think I'm going to go with her. At first, I printed her off, and I thought, her? But then I'm going to go this route. Because I've also written down a bunch of hashtags that I'm going to attempt to get to. And I'm going to do her for that, basically. So, I want to automatically start with my pumpkin. Been on a pumpkin kick. I'm going to grab my Holbein sunflower and give it a light layer. And the first question is, what weapon would you choose if you were living in The Walking Dead? Well, I actually love The Walking Dead and all the spin-off series from that. Fear the Dead. But it's been a while since we've watched consistently. My thought is guns are nice, but eventually bullets are going to run out, and I'm not going to be packing the equipment to manufacture my own bullets. And although I would have multiple weapons, I'm sure, on me at all times, I'm going to go with a machete. So, yeah, that would be my weapon of choice. I actually do love Halloween. I love scary movies. I love haunted houses. It's just a fun scare, it's the startle scare. It's not that you're actually afraid of something, I guess. So, yeah. Always have ever since I was little. My daughter's like me. She's my scary movie buddy. Number 2, if you were paid to stay the night in a haunted house, would you, and how much would they have to give you? Yes, I would. And to be honest, I would probably do it for free. But if they were going to dish out money, I would take whatever they were offering. But like I said, I would do it for free. Number 3, what superstition / urban legend do you believe? This one's hard. Uh, my mom used to run through all that stuff when I was a kid, and she was like, the whole broken mirror and the black cat crossing your path and the ladder and popping a blister at night outside in the moon or something like that. That sounds so strange. She had all kinds of them, but I don't know. I don't know if I believe any, but I kind of follow a lot. Like, it's superstition that you're not supposed to kill a cricket. So, when the time has called for catching a cricket and tossing it out your house, you don't kill it. It's bad luck. According to who, I don't know, and why, I'm not sure either, but I'm all about not killing a critter unless it's trying to kill me anyway, so I'm good with that. I wouldn't do that anyway, but I know in the back of my mind I have that in there. But I don't know if I really believe in it. But there are some that I just kind of flow with, and hereby just because it's something I've heard all my life growing up. Okay. Which horror movie did you never get over? Again, this is kind of hard because in what way do you mean never get over? Because I don't think I've ever been affected. Even when I was a kid and would watch scary movies, I never had the nightmares or any of that business. I've seen some scary movies that did bother me, but not because it scared me kind of way. So I'm going to go from that point of view, which I would go with. I mean, I want to say like a classic like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but all of the good Rob Zombie movies. And yeah, the most bothered me, but also I love them. So yeah, but it's because they're not your, I guess, more make believe movie monster type person or guy or anything. Um, they're just real people doing some crazy, scary stuff. That, and it's the fact that there could be people out there in real life like that, and these things could be going on that weirded me out more than like, is the boogeyman under your bed or is Jason chasing you down the road or something like that. That stuff, yeah, whatever. But the stuff that could act, be more real life freaks me out. What is your favorite scary and or Halloween coloring book? Um, wow, it's so hard. There's so many artists that have pretty Halloween related books and images. It's so hard to think to pick just one. Like this is an image from Lena Lasbriera. I can never say it right. Um, the Halloween to Christmas coloring book, the newest one from Coloring Chicks. That's a cute one. I guess as far as like a whole entire book, I have one that's got like all classic movie monsters in it. And I do like that just because it, is all of that. But I guess the Little Book of Halloween Tricks and Treats by Jane F. Hankins is my favorite total all Halloweeny book. And I know she just came out with a new one too. Number 6. What is the scariest book you've ever read? I don't know. I don't read a lot of scary books or romance or fiction and stuff. I do a little bit of novel reading, but I like to read a lot of other things outside of all that. So I don't think I have one. I mean, there's some I've read, especially some Stephen King's and stuff, but yeah, I don't think I have one. Number 7. If you could be a scary monster, which one would you be? Let's switch to what? Some espresso Prisma. What scary monster would I be? Wow. I don't really want to be any of them. They're the ones I don't want to be right off the bat. I think maybe I'd go with Michael Myers. I need to look at that again. Right. Okay. Yeah. And I guess if I'm telling why, I definitely wouldn't be Freddy, even though I love the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. And then at some point, Freddy was controlling Jason, which, you know, up to that point, I saw Jason as an independent, like Michael Myers a little bit. And then he turns out he's being controlled by somebody else, Freddy of all. And I was just like, oh, weak. So, yeah, Michael Myers. Where is the scariest place you've ever been? Well, again, that's hard to pick. Mostly because I'm into the scary, creepy, weird. So, I go to places, including cemeteries in the dark that a lot of other people would not want to go to. Up to the, check out headstones and see what oldest one you could find and do the headstone rub and all that kind of thing to get the impression, the transfer, and all that. I like the historicalness of things. I'm not a history buff per se, but I do like history and historical stuff, and so headstones appeal to me in the same fashion. So I don't know. I don't think I've ever been somewhere I was creeped out, even though I've been in some creepy places. And also, as far as being scared and creeped out and all that stuff, my family growing up, I'm an only child, but my parents and my grandparents and aunts and everybody, it was like everybody was into it. Everybody was in Halloween. And you got scared all year round. You'd get a jump scare or something. Somebody's always trying to pull something on somebody. And Halloween time come, it was go all out. And spray painting crutches with glow in the dark paint and hanging them by fishing line from trees and different other things hanging around. Just, I don't know. And also where I grew up, everybody, at least once in their life, somebody attempted at least to take them snipe hunting. And yeah, that's a fun game. But I also grew up with my grandparents' dairy, goat, and hog farm, and chickens and stuff too, of course. But you never know what could happen in the middle of the night and the noises you heard, and you'd have to go on out back to the back pasture or wherever in the barn and hog houses and whatnot and check stuff out, see what's going on. Yep. Number 9. Are you scared of the dark? And if so, what scares you the most about the dark? No, I'm not. I'm not scared of the dark. I like the dark. Watching a movie, I want all the lights out. I feel like that if you ain't in that room using that light, that's unnecessary electric being used. So turn it off. I'm one of those. Polychromos, pumpkin red. So I'm not scared of the dark. Not that I mind light or something. My favorite thing, one of my favorite things is I have this great big giant Himalayan salt lamp. And I mean, it's big. So I like having that on. Um, no, number 10. Do you go to the toilet? Which I found this was funny. Do you go to the toilet with the lights on or off after a scary movie? And if you have a closet, would you need to have the door fully closed to sleep? Okay, well, whether I just watch a scary movie or not, I'm going to turn the light on when I go to the bathroom. I was taught from when I was little, um, never go in the bathroom and sit down unless you've looked. And, you know, that may include not only looking inside the toilet, but like kind of kicking or lifting the lid a little bit and seeing what's underneath that part you're about to sit down on. And that was because of basically you're checking for snakes and spiders. And yeah, we just always done that. And I mean, I'd say it's like an everyday occurrence where I live for folks to be dealing with such a thing, but like it does and can happen. And I've known it to happen. And the critters are certainly abundant. Matter of fact, a side note, um, Saturday was my daughter's first ever homecoming. So we took her and she met friends. She did the whole go with a group of friend thing. And we dropped her off. They did their thing. They hooked up with each other and got in the gates and whatever. We went to dinner with some friends, and there we are. And I noticed something on the ground, and I told my son, I was like, don't move. And he just kind of got a look in his eye, like, don't say that to me, Mom. And he looked down at the ground around his feet and right by him, and he saw it, and he jumped over, like, whoa, is it what? And by the time he just couldn't even finish a sentence, I snatched it up. And he's like, it is alive. So this is, and he was trying to take the picture for me. So bless his heart. So this is a blurry picture of this snake that was just kind of hanging out. Here's like a better picture of the snake itself. Maybe I can get my glare. So yeah, stretched out, it was 3+ foot long. But I seen it laying there and I was like, boom, snatched it right up. So there's that. But that's like normal around here and normal for me to, snatch him up. He was in the parking lot, near a parking lot area anyhow. And so I just snatched him up and relocated him a bit over into some wooded area. Showed my husband. He just looked at me like, oh my gosh. So yeah, anyway, sidetracked. Oop. Okay, and oh yeah, so second half of that. So yeah, we always do checking the toilet. Well, at least I do. That's what I was taught to do. And the closet thing, I don't worry about something creeping in my closet, but I want the closet closed, or the bathroom door closed, or the kitchen cabinet doors closed, or the whatever. If I got a front door coat closet, and the kids keep their backpacks in there. And my son, he's really good about, he'll come home, he'll take his shoes off, put his shoes up, get his Chromebook out, start charging it, looking for homework, whatever it is, and take his backpack and his mask and put that up and put the backpack up in the front closet and walk away and leave the door wide open. And oh my gosh, that drives me nuts. I'm like, close the door. Just close the door. Yeah. I kind of do want to revisit one. Made me think of the open door thing, made me think of shower curtains, which made me think of Psycho, which made me think that did kind of stick with me. And I can remember when I was a kid and even being older, getting this weird, eerie, feeling in the shower and somehow freaking my own self out while I'm in the shower and kind of doing this peep to see what's on the other side of that curtain. Just, yeah. So that was kind of a thing that stuck with me, I guess. Number 11. Do you prefer to watch scary movies with others or alone? I don't care. I enjoy watching with my daughter because that's been our thing for quite a while. And I'm not coloring. I'm just yakking. Probably yakking too much. I don't know. Um, and when I can watch a scary movie by myself, don't mind it at all. But it's fun watching stuff with her that I've already seen because, well, there's nothing she's gonna watch that I haven't seen already anyway to know beginning and end if I'm okay with it for her. And that's with either of my kids, and just how it is for any movie, unless it's G or below. Anyway, so I like watching them with her. My hubby will watch with me some, but he's not much into them. It's not exactly his taste. Um, but yeah. Do you want to be a vampire, a zombie, or werewolf, and why? Um, I'm gonna have to go with vampire. They have a lot of cool powers, and the whole immortality thing is kind of appealing. So yeah, vampire. Would you participate in a zombie run, which is a city event that is like a haunted fun run? If so, would you be a zombie or a runner? Okay, so where I live at, we don't have a zombie run, but we have a zombie walk. And me and my daughters actually participated in it. We dressed up like zombies. So they had a bunch of people who were zombies, and then you had people that were dressed up like zombie hunters, zombie wranglers, whatever. Um, and me and her went as zombies. And it was fun because you get to do the makeup, and I like doing the. I'm not like I like to wear makeup myself. I don't wear makeup every day, but I like makeup. But I don't do a lot of makeup. But I like doing um, gory costume makeup. I've always had a fun with the kids and stuff like that, making wounds and rotting flesh and just, yeah, all that fun stuff. um, so, number 14, do you prefer gory, creepy, or cute and spooky? And I mean, cute and spooky is okay, it's cute, but I gotta go with the gory and creepy. I mean, haunted houses and Halloween time, it's you gotta have the blood. Oh my gosh, this sounds so bad. But I mean, I'm being honest, that's just something. It's how I like it. What scares you the most about being home alone? Nothing. I have no problem with being home alone. Um, I wouldn't fill up one hand with the amount of times in the last ooh, 14 years that I've actually been home alone. Um, we are coming close to living in our new house for a year. We're um, not far off from our first year anniversary in our home. And it's happened once since we've lived here. And 0 times in the previous 5 years. So that was once, and it took a while. It wasn't for very long either. But anyway, but no, I have no problem being at home. I can be at home alone at midnight with a wild thunderstorm going on outside on a full moon Friday the 13th, watching some scary movies all by myself with the doors open and all the lights off, and I'm cool. I'm fine. Um, 16. Would you rather walk through a cornfield or forest in the dark? I've done both. And we even had, okay, it was a Halloween thing. So we would go, and most of my friends and stuff where I lived, we didn't have sidewalks, and everybody kind of like cut through people's fields and farm fence topped and stuff to get to each other's houses. And we all hung out in barns a lot and did stuff. And so we would, we'd have Halloween parties, and we'd have, all kinds of stuff, costume parties, and we do the traditional bob for apples and all this, that, and the other. But like walking through a cornfield by yourself for a certain amount of time, kind of mazy, like to get to the end where you had like a gift, a goodie bag type of thing, when all the kids get a party bag, a goodie bag type of situation to go home with. And so to collect your goodie bag, you had to go through something like that. So yeah, that was normal. And the forest, that's just nice. I mean, yeah. If you could make a magic potion, what would it do, and what ingredients would it take to make it? Now I know that you're able to Google ingredients and such, and I did not. um, and this is kind of odd question for me because I really don't know how to answer it. It wouldn't mean, does a potion have to be a physical liquid in a bottle kind of potions? If I was going to make a potion, I'd probably I'm going to circle back on that. What was your favorite Halloween costume of all time? Oh, man. I instantly think about my kids' costumes because they've done some good ones. Like, I have my favorites with the kids. It goes back to when my son was still in diapers, and he was this adorable spider. He had all the little legs and stuff going on, and she was the older sister. His older sister, was a spider queen, and oh man, I done her up good, and I had a spider web on her face, and she had a tiara that I glued spiders on, and all kinds of stuff. It was so cute. And and they've done independent costumes, but they've done a good handful of, together costumes like that. Ending with this past Halloween, he wanted to do Ghostbusters and wanted her to either be the Stay Puft guy or that Slimer. And she looked at me like, "Are you serious?" And I said, "You know what?" I said, "He was stuck dressing up as your sidekick on many of costumes." I was like, so she did it. She dressed up like the Stay Puft Man, and he was the Ghostbuster dude, or one of them anyway, this past Halloween. Definitely not her pick. But for myself, Um, when I was real little, I was a three-headed pumpkin one time. My devil costume when I was a kid was really good. But probably my favorite one was when I was a punk rocker with this spiky purple hair zombie. So yeah, zombie punk rocker. That was my favorite. Who would you rather have as your friend? Michael Myers, Pennywise, Alien, Predator, or Freddy Krueger, and why? Oh, weird. I don't think I'd want any of them as my friend. But I would go with Michael Myers on that too. Because if he was my friend, then I think I would be in charge. And as long as he followed orders, everything would be fine. Because I'm assuming that if I'm in a situation that these are my friendship options in life, the world has drastically changed. And although under normal circumstances I wouldn't have them in my circles, they could prove to be useful at a time like that in the world. So, yeah, Michael Myers. Back to the potion one. I'm going to skip that question. I hate to do that, but I'm going to skip it. And then the last one is, who are three people you would like to participate in the hashtag coloring scare tag? And this is where I get to tag other people. And I don't have three. I have two. We're going to Poet Spice Biblio Color Scribe. I'm going to tag you. And My Coloring Corner with Rene. I'm going to tag you. So if you would like to join in and answer these questions and maybe color more than just a little pumpkin, it's not even finished. Orange mineral. Then here you go. So I hope everyone who does like the Halloween and dressing up in the scary movies, I hope you all have a good one. I hope there's a really good new scary movie comes out. It would be nice to see something new. And everybody I've mentioned, whom I'm tagging, who started the tag, who tagged me, all of that's going to be down in the description below. If you want to hit that like button, subscribe, comment, tell me your answers to some of these questions if you have answers you want to share. And until next time, later, y'all.